Hey everyone, this is Misako. My first live web stream ever. And I'm really happy to try this out. I'm happy that you're looking. Sorry about the delay, the technical difficulties. So we're just gonna get right to it. This is 30 minutes of yin yang, and we're gonna mostly floor-based. So just gonna pull out your mat and let's get going. Okay, so we'll start out lying on your back. Let's take a long stretch. The arms overhead, and do a little bit of a kind of a ladder climb, reaching one arm and the other, reaching your legs. The whole spine gets long. Like kind of getting at some of the nooks and crannies that are tight and held. All right, and we'll step the feet to the floor, bending the knees. See the arms open to like a T position. And let's begin to rock your legs left and right. Just make sure there's lots of room between your feet. So your feet are spaced apart, wider than hip distance. And just keep that going. Kind of really keep it loose and easy. And you can then kind of let your head turn away from the knees. So when your knees go to the right, the head turns to the left. Just let the breathing be easy. You're welcome to close your eyes. Just kind of feel the rocking movement of your body. And just gently twist the spine and helps to bring some fluidity into the joints. Things can just slow down. The breath can slow down. Yeah. Connecting to the earth here. The head is heavy. And we'll come back to a center place. Okay. Okay. Let's bring the right knee into the chest and hold on to the shin. So draw the knee a little closer and slide your left leg straight forward on the floor, reaching out through your left heel. And you might feel kind of a tug and lengthening in the front of your left hip. And you can listen to the breath, and if you're familiar with it, engage a very soft Ujjayi Pranayama, ocean breath. And let's release that right foot to the floor. Bring your left knee into your chest, hold on to the left shin, slide the right leg straight forward on the ground. And close your eyes, lengthen that right leg. Listen to your breath. Lower the left foot to the floor, and then step the right foot to the floor. So now we're going to bring both knees into the chest. You can place your hands in the kneecap area of your knees. With the knees together, begin to guide your knees around in circles. So this gives a nice massage to your low back area, your sacrum. Circling in the reverse direction. Let's lower the feet to the floor. The knees separate apart. Your legs are in a butterfly shape. Place one hand on your lower abdomen. Place your other hand somewhere on your chest area. Engaging Durga Pranayama, or 3-part breath. So it's as if you've got the belly, the rib cage, and the chest area as 3 balloons that you're filling up one at a time. On inhalation, there's 3 parts of the breath, with a pause between each of the thirds. The exhalation is just one long, continuous exhalation. Let's start by exhaling completely. And on your inhale, breathe into the belly, and you can let the abdomen expand out onto the hand that's there. Pause, hold the breath. Breathe into the center of the rib cage, so you can feel the rib cage expanding not just up, but also sideways, laterally. Pause and hold the breath. Then breathe all the way up into the collarbones, so you feel the collarbones lift. Pause and hold your breath. Exhale all the way on out. Again, inhale into the belly. Pause and hold the breath. Inhaling into the center rib cage. Pause and hold the breath. Inhale all the way up into the collarbones. Pause and hold the breath with your throat open. Exhale all out, slowing down the very beginning of the exhalation so the rest of the exhalation is really long. One more time. Inhale into the belly. Pause and hold the breath. Inhaling into the rib cage. Pause and hold the breath. Inhale all the way up into the collarbones. Pause and hold the breath with your throat open, which means that you could breathe in more if you wanted to. Slow, long, continuous exhalation, emptying out completely. And releasing your arm, just let the eyes rest. Feel the waves of releasing. And maybe it feels different to breathe now. Maybe there feels like there's more room to breathe. Let's bring the knees back together. I'm going to raise the feet off the floor, keeping the knees bent. So the legs are bent to about 90 degrees. And opening up the arms to a comfortable T position. You're going to go side to side with the legs. You don't need to go very far. Keeping the shoulder blades on the floor. Knees come back to center. Knees go to the other side and towards the floor. And here you can coordinate with your breathing. Exhalation, the knees drop into the twist. Inhalation, the knees come back to center. Exhalation, the knees go to the other side. Continue on. You want to slow down this movement. It's kind of easy to go fast. You want to slow it down so it takes a full breath cycle to bring the knees back to center. Full exhalation, shake your knees into the twist. Welcoming the warmth that you're creating in the center of the body. Engaging the muscles in the center waistline area. And here, again, as we did earlier, you can turn the head in the opposite direction of where the knees are going. So the entire spine is able to receive the twist. Come back to center, lowering the feet to the floor. Take the arms and bring the arms alongside the body, the palms face up. Have the feet spaced apart about hip distance. And we move into a rolling bridge movement. Pressing evenly into the feet, lift up the hips. As you lift up the hips, also lift up the arms. The palms facing towards one another. Take the arms overhead to the floor behind you. As you exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. And here, it's really easy to go fast. It takes a full inhalation to lift the arms overhead, to lift the hips. And a full exhalation to lower the hips and lower the arms. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Again, that soft, whispery sound to the breath. And the feet are evenly pressing into the floor, so both the inner edges of the feet as well as the outer edges of the feet are pressing evenly into the floor. The center arches of the feet are lifted. The toes are relaxed. And lowering the arms, let the knees separate. Bring legs into that butterfly shape. Feel the waves of releasing. Let's bring the knees back on up. We're going to raise the arm. Doesn't matter which side you roll to, just roll to your side. Use your hands to support you to bring yourself up to a seat. Okay, just kind of take a moment to sit tall. Good. And to just take a moment to kind of let the shoulders release away from the ears. And you can be sitting in any comfortable position. Cross-legged kneeling, you can sit on a pillow, on a block. Do a little bit of neck releasing by taking the chin down into your chest and taking the head off to your side. It could be your right side or left side. Just letting your head drop towards the shoulder. And letting the chin come back to the center and down. And taking the head over to the other side. Kind of letting the head be heavy there. Good. Lowering the chin down. Lifting the head to center. Let's bring the hands to back of the skull. Interlace the fingers and cup the back of the skull. You can kind of let the elbows point forward a little bit here. And with the head resting back into the hands, the head drops back. It's opening up the shoulders, opening up the front of the throat. Okay. Bring the head slowly back to center. So without pushing on your skull, let your chin drop down into your chest, but keep the rest of the spine upright so the heart stays lifted. And bring the head back on up, releasing the arms out and down. I'm going to come into a little bit of movement. We call this wind in the willows movement. So you can be sitting here cross-legged, or you can be sitting in a kneeling position. So wind in the willows movement is a side bend. You can reach your right hand or the left hand out and down to the floor, right arm overhead. And then kind of tuck under like a thread the needle position, letting your head lower. Sweeping the arm forward, turn the chest open up the heart. And come back into the side bend. So it's going to mirror you here, rising up. Your left hand down, right arm up and overhead. And threading under, letting your head drop down. And reaching that right arm up, turn the chest open up through your throat. Come back into your lateral bend. Now you can move at your own breath pace. Your inhalation takes you up and over to the first side, into the side bend. Exhalation, threading under. Inhalation, sweeping the arm up and wide and back behind you, opening up your collarbones and chest. Exhalation takes you back into the lateral bend. Inhalation takes you up and over to the second side. Exhalation, thread under. Inhalation, turn the chest open up through your throat. Exhalation, back into the side bend. One more time at your own pace. Lots of movement for the shoulders, the throat. And coming back to a center position, just kind of letting your hands rest on your lap, closing your eyes for a moment. Again, kind of feeling the ripples of the after, the echoes of letting go. Okay, so opening your eyes. Let's make our way into a lunge position. So for lunge position, you can start in a kneeling position, then step forward with your right foot. Your hands can be on your thigh or on the floor, and you're letting the hips sink forward, deepening the lunge. Finding moderate stretch in the front of the hip flexor area. Slowly shifting back, tipping that knee to the floor, taking the other leg forward, inching the foot forward, and begin to lunge into that knee. Again, hands can be on the thigh or hands can be down to the ground. Shifting back, we'll come into the floor for Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows to the floor under the shoulders. Separate the feet apart, a little wide in the width of the hips. Relax your head. Let the rib cage be heavy towards the floor. In this yin posture, we want to relax the muscles of the body, particularly the back muscles, the glutes, the hamstrings. You're welcome to close your eyes and to let the shoulders sort of creep up towards the ears. You want to let everything soften. You may feel that curvature of your low back, the gentle compression in the low back area. Softening the toes. Just kind of letting the head continue to be heavy. Yin postures we hold for 1 to 3 minutes at a time, so that we begin to hydrate deeper into the deep tissues of the body, into the fascia, the connective tissue, lingering until we bring hydration to the joints. The elbows go water, rest the forehead on top of the arms. Lifting up the head, slide back your hands so you can press up into all fours. Please have a seat. Stand forward on your left leg. Take your hands to touch the floor behind you. The right leg is in a half butterfly position. So it's in a bent knee position. And then begin to move into the yin half butterfly posture. So walking the hands forward, letting the head drop down, drawing the palms face up, allowing your spine to round. Walking your hands back, chin to chest, rolling yourself on up. Take a moment to simply sit tall, lengthening the spine. Moving to your other side, staying forward, half butterfly. Start with your hands touching the floor behind you. Then begin to let the head drop forward, the spine round, the hands then can slide forward, palms facing up. Give some time. The yin postures are really informed by the length of time we linger. About noticing if we're able to relax into the stretches, or if we're holding back at all. You want to be able to feel like you're in a safe place with these stretches, that there's no strain or pain. And sometimes it helps just to kind of shake the head out a bit, or to move the head to release held tension in the neck and shoulders. Let's roll ourselves on up. Put your hands up behind you to the floor, lift and lengthen the spine. And we'll make our way to full butterfly pose. So here the feet are soles of the ears together. You don't want to have the feet tucked in so close. You want to shift the feet forward a bit so that the legs are kind of more of a diamond shape. And placing the hands on the ankles or shins, letting the head drop down, rounding the spine. Sending your breath into your low back. If you like, you can slide the arms forward, palms face up. Settling into stillness, noticing the pace of breathing. Take your time to roll yourself back on up. Back to an upright seat. Okay. Bring your hands together at your heart. I just want to thank you for your presence here. And I just want to say how much I miss teaching you in person. And I just want to send out my blessings and prayers to everyone who's in need. May you receive the comfort and need and support that you need in this time. May all beings everywhere live in peace. May all beings be free of fear. May all beings be held in loving kindness.